Hello, hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Satisfactory, Barad. We can now actually see the tower. So I'm standing up here. I've built myself a lookout tower because I wanted one. Why is there a gap in there? What is that a gap in? The iron. Just a random gap. I don't remember switching the power off. Maybe I did. Actually, yes, I did. So yeah, I have built up to the top of the power floor, and yeah, we can now see that from all the way up here. So let me hop down. I'll show you. Whoops. Ow. I'll show you what it looks like from the inside. I've also made a couple of other smaller changes, so I'll show you them as well. Down we go. And gloop. Okay, so the power tower is gone. I've moved it. So I was thinking, that was all fine and dandy, but I may as well just do exactly the same thing on the inside of the tower. So that's what I've done. So this wire goes up a floor through the foundation and connects to one directly above it, and we just have the power coming in from there. It goes through the hole in the wall there. Also, what was the other thing? Oh, I was going to show you. Oh, yes. Firstly, the bit that goes up the side here, that's no longer there. So we have the same ramps that we did on the inside. I've been thinking about what I might do to... yeah, this is the floor that we're going to do today. I've been thinking about what we might do to get up and down a bit faster. Yep, this is the power floor, quite empty at the moment, but it's big. And if I keep going up here, so yeah, this floor is the equivalent of 5 floors. And up, and up, and up. This is the current roof, or the current roof level. And yeah, the ordinary walkway that goes up, that now starts here. They've just got a hole in the wall, no longer goes down all the way to there. And you just walk up that way, if we need to. Yeah, and actually the higher the tower gets, it's going to take longer to jump down and walk up than it is to come down this ramp here. Okay, so today we want to get the sort of intermediate products of reinforced iron plates and modular frames. God damn it, I want to climb on top of this. Actually, I might be able to do it from here. Yeah, this will do it. Yeah, reinforced iron plates, modular frames, and rotors. That should do. So we'll go down. Okay, pick up a bunch of materials and decide what it is we need to do. Let me just have a quick check in the man. Have I researched anything lately? Nope. Actually, Caterium Tech, what do we need for that? 25 rotors, a few more cables. Let me throw in what I need for this. Some of them, some of them. So I need 25 rotors and another stack of cables. So them and them. Okay, then let's find out what it...
acquisition unlocked. Additional to new equipment, building and parts utilizing basic Caterium properties. R&D insisted on inflating your pocket dimension.
Okay, so I want some blade runners. So I need to get 50 quick wire, for which I should need 50, 25, 12 and a half Caterium. How much do I have in here? That should actually be enough. So come along here, Caterium. Ingots, there we go. Caterium ingot. it takes 3 Caterium ore to make a Caterium ingot. So if I need 12.5, well, I actually need 13 Caterium ingots to make the quick wire I need. So 13 times 3 is 39. Except I've already got 5 of them, so I need 8. So 8 threes. Okay, so I need to go and find myself 24 Caterium ore. I should be able to scan for it now, though. There we go. Doesn't sound as though there's anything particularly nearby. How far away is that? 872 meters. Could be worse. From memory, I think the one I'm actually heading to is covered by rocks, and I don't have explosives yet. 929. Alright, let's go find another one. Also, I totally forgot to bring any weapons or food with me, so that's grand. Okay, so I think the one at the top of the waterfall there doesn't require any explosives to get to, so we'll head to that one. We don't need a huge amount. Pinch that. Just want to avoid any of the locals. Well, avoid them as much as possible at least, because I've got nothing to hit them with. I need weapons, because it's not blocked by rocks. Let's see, what does it take to make a zapper? Build that in the middle of the water. Some cable and some wire, so I need iron. Or copper. Copper would do as well. Okay, that's close. Iron. Right, that's all iron. Where's the copper? Seriously. Okay. New plan. Okay, so that helps me get home nice and quickly. Now, let's take some stuff with us this time. Yoink. And some food. Okay, so that's where it decided to put my box. So I might have to... Yeah, I took some concrete with me as well. Seemed like an odd place for it, but I'll take it. Okay, now let's head up to... no, I need shorter ones than that. Organisation... Yeah, sure, I'll take a ramp. Okay, oh, there they come. So we've got... one down. Was that a second one down? I think it was. Three down. And a carapace for our troubles. Okay. Gimme. Okay, so give me a craft bench so I can turn them into the ingots I need. Okay, and then give me a workshop so I can turn them into blade runners. Oh, I haven't actually turned it into quick wire, and I don't have the modular frames or the rotors. I should be able to make... Have I got the stuff on me to make them? So we need 50 quick wire, 3 modular frames, and 3 rotors. Blade Runners. There we go. Okay, Blade Runners. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this unnecessary tower. And now we can head home. And down we go. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the recipes. Actually, let's put my stuff away first. So I don't need... I'll take them off. I'll leave the Blade Runners on. So I don't need that. I don't need the food on me. I also picked up some carapace and organs. That's food as well. I found a Mercer sphere while I was out there. Actually, yeah, I've got Mercer spheres in there. Keep everything in the same place. Some quick wire. Quick wire is that kind of thing. Okay, checking recipes. So let's collapse that. We've got reinforced plates, which need plates and a mountain of screws. Modular frames, which needs reinforced plates and iron rods. And what was the other one? Rotors, which need rods and a mountain of screws. Okay, so right, one needs plates and screws, one needs rods and screws. So let's do those ones first. I think I've got materials on me. Yeah. Okay, let's head on up, see what we can do. Okay, so one assembler making reinforced iron plates needs 20 iron plate a minute and 120 screws per minute. Now, just assuming that we've got the belt speeds for that, that means that we need 6 times as many screws as we do iron plates. So, you can guess where things are coming from here. These are all going to be screw inputs, and then this is going to be an iron plate input. Now, at the moment, of course, we don't even have the belt speed for one of these, but that is what we are going to do. So, if I get myself a splitter, and it needs to line up with there and there, iron plates can come in from there and go in there. Then one of these wants to come along this way. Now, do I want these split? Yes, I have decided. So if I'm sort of building with at least like Mark III belts in mind, which I think is 240 per minute, I think. Let me double check that 1 second. Okay, I've double checked, and the Mark III belt is actually 270 resources per minute, which is 2 of these machines plus 30. So 2 1/4 machines can be supported by 1 Mark III belt. So, yeah. Long story short, I definitely want a splitter. And I want it lined up there and there. No, is that right? That doesn't look right. Yeah, no, that's not right. Splitter. Ah, that's lining up with the middle of the machine. I want it lined up there. Okay, so that can then go in there. Now, I'm probably going to have to do some belt wonkiness, like an up and over thing, because I at least want space to extend that this way, if necessary. So I don't even know how many of these machines I'm going to want in the long run. Probably quite a few. But we have one, at least. So for now, I'll just hook it up with a single belt. You know what? I've changed my mind slightly. Bear with me. Okay, so this is what I'm going with now. So we've actually got a wall with just 2 inputs. I'm not going to worry about bringing in multiple belts of screws because I'm only making 3. One of them's going to this. One of them is going to the rotors. I think was it the rotors that need the screws? Yeah, screws and rods for the other one. So. And, there are more than Mark III belts. So if I get to the point where I need more, I will come back and redesign it then. So I've just got plates coming in there, and that will continue along that row. Screws, they hop up just... So basically this entire row here is just going to be a little bit higher. And you can see if I move over here. Yeah, so they'll split, come down, and then go in like that. So this one is making reinforced plates. And let's see, where can it go out? If I put a wall with a single output on it there, that's the wrong way around. There, with a merger. And a belt. And a belt. And you want some power. So I'll follow the same trick of putting the power poles sort of behind it in pairs. So next one would go there. Hook that to that, that to that, and that to that. Yeah, and that now has power and is just waiting for materials to come in. So we want a belt of iron plates and a belt of screws. Okay, so there is our iron plate inputting machine. So let's figure out how to get that up to this level. Conveyor lift. Which one was it? Second one from the left. There we go. So from there up to this level. In fact, I didn't need that one at all. I think that's the right level. What are you doing? Did I leave some stackable poles in place? Must have done. Oh, that's... got another belt's worth of rods coming through there. Okay, Blade Runners are starting to cause more trouble than it's worth now. They're just placeholders, I can get rid of all of them. And I'll also need the rods up on the same level, so I may as well do that now. There. Okay. Let's get them where they are needed. Okay, and there are the plates. And then we need a belt's worth of screws following pretty much the same path. So you can just come out of there. Okay, and there's the screws. So then we should have some reinforced plates coming out of there. Okay, next, rotors. Okay, so there we have hooked in the rods, which I had to bring up a little bit, but that's alright. And the next belt of screws, so they come through, they come in here, click, and in they go, and that should be powered. Yeah, it's already filling up with rods. Okay, and then a merger. Whoops, you don't have an output. There we go. Did I give this guy an output? Yes, I did. Yeah, so there we go. Right, now the next one is a little bit trickier because, if I just pop down an assembler, this one needs reinforced iron plates at a rate much, much faster than we are producing them. They want 12 per minute. We are only producing 5 per minute at the moment. So, how should I do this? Okay, so what I've actually done is exactly the same. Now, if we go over this way, remember I needed more rods for the screws. So we have this extra belt, which I think is 3/4 full or something like that. And that was also coming along this way. So what I've done, I've brought that up to the same level. Whee! Okay, I guess we're down here now. Let me get back up there so I can show you what's actually going on. But that extra line of rods is what we are using for the modular frames. There they are, they come out there. That's, you can see that's not a compressed belt. And for the reinforced plates, I've just kind of ignored throughput issues at the moment. And we have where the reinforced plates come out over here. Eventually, they go into a splitter, and at the moment they don't go anywhere else, but they come over this way, they go down, they then go immediately back up again, and we have exactly the same setup. So the rods on there, the reinforced plates there. And here is our machine making modular frames. Here is a merger, and there we have our first 2 modular frames coming out. So, I also found, I did not know this was a thing, but yeah, there's a flashlight. I know it's right down there in the corner, but yeah, I don't think I've ever used the flashlight before. So, we want to now do a bit of tidy up with these foundations that I've got floating out here, and send the new 3 items over to our storage containers. They are going to take forever to fill up. Whoops. I think that is the first time I've accidentally fallen into the void in this playthrough. Anyway, let's go and... should have a death crate somewhere. Wherever it's decided to put it, that'll be interesting. There. Alright, so I have fed in the rotors, which go to that one, and while there's probably not any on the belt, this one does get fed by reinforced iron plates, as you can see. However, slight problem. I've kind of bumped into the world, and I don't have space for... well, I can fit the next storage container up there, but then there's no way for the belt to get in. So, I'm going to need to think of something else as a storage solution. I have decided that what I'm going to do is basically move these storage containers. Now, what I'd like to know is, where is organisation there? Will it let me put storage containers through the cable that I've got running in there? Yes. Okay. I will probably get annoyed at that at some point, but for now, no, I'm already annoyed at it. Ooh. Power is now going to make its way in through this bit. I need a... where's the wall with the door? Center. That looks like it'll work. Power pole. Now, instead, you no longer get your power from there. That's going to temporarily shut everything down. You get it from there. That works. You still working? Yep. Cool. And that goes away to be replaced with an ordinary wall. There. Okay. So, what we want to do is get rid of all of these input belts. Click. Right there. I'm going to get rid of the one closest to me. then this is probably going to take a little while of running back and forwards, but we're going to move all of that stuff into this tower of storage containers here on the corner of the main tower. Okay, so that's all now hooked up as it needs to be, so we can then put these belts, oops, that was a bit further than apparently I thought it was. They should go into there all nice and neatly already, actually, because it's on exactly the same line. Although I might move things around just a little bit, just to save unnecessary belt wiggling. Okay then, I have rearranged all of the belts leading into the storage area, which now has nothing above it until we run into walkways, so that should be alright. Tidied things up a little bit. I still have all of my scaffolding in place, so now I will get rid of that and we'll see what it looks like when it's nice and tidy. Okay, I think that's everything. I don't see any more supports or scaffolding in there, so that should mean I've done my job right. Let's have a look at it from the bottom. Oops, probably shouldn't jump all the way down. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna look. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, you know, in movies when you see like baggage handlers, like Toy Story, for example, when a Toy Story 3, is it? Where they go to try to save Woody at the airport, I think, and they're all like whizzing through chutes and things. Anyway, that kind of thing, that's what it reminds me of. I've just noticed this belt doesn't look quite straight. At first I thought it was a wonk, but it goes up, but it still doesn't look perfectly straight. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to move that over just a fraction. So I want it to be in line with that. Logistics splitter. Now there's a question, where the hell did it come from? I think it came from this belt here. Let's try that. Wait, that belt... What does that belt have on it? I should really check before I start hooking things up. Okay, that is the right belt at least. Yeah, you see, that's definitely got a wonk to it. Because this is the other way we can do this. If we just put a foundation underneath it, then we know that's in line. That goes to there. That one goes to there. And that comes up to there. That's better, I think. What was I saying? Fixing this, Toy Story. Oh! Oh, no, I thought I'd missed one. No, that's just what I climbed up with. Okay, so yeah, we do have, what did we make today? Rotors, modular frames, and reinforced iron plates, although the rate of those is pitiful. So, the next task, I think, is to... so have we actually unlocked it yet? I hope we did. No. Steel production. So, we'll get some steel production. In fact, I'll add this to the thing now. So, we want that, and them, and a few more cables, and a few more wires. So we can grab them now. Grab the wires and an extra bit. Grab the cables, grab a couple hundred of them. So yeah, that is going to be my next task. Steel. And then once we get steel, we can work towards getting those Mark III belts.
Steel production unlocked. Foundry and improved miner included to ensure efficiency of new pipelines. A collection of new, more complex parts is now available for crafting.
So, what is it we need for that? Logistics Mark III. We'll need some motors. Oh, I did pick up some motors. Can't put the stuff in yet. But we've got there. How many motors did I pick up? Oh no, I put them in the space elevator, didn't I? That's right. Can I have them back? Damn. Okay. So we'll need some motors. Do we need anything else to unlock motors? Have we already unlocked motors? Can I make a motor? Yes, we've already got it. They need stators, which need steel. Okay. So, yeah, anyway, that's what I'm going for. We're going to make steel, and then we're going to make some Mark III belts, and then we're going to upgrade everything, and then from there we should be able to just make things theoretically 2.5 times faster, I think. Because at the moment we're running on 60 per minute belts. Mark II, which we're skipping, is 120, so that's double. And then Mark III, double that would be 240. It's actually 270. So no, it's not 2.5, it's 4.5 times faster. So that should improve, well, everything. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for this episode, because I want to. Next episode we will get on with that steel production. Let's see. Steel beams are what we need, I think, for the Mark III belts. And they just need steel ingots. So what does a foundry cost? Production foundry. That needs some steel. Okay, so we're going to have to handcraft some. So we'll need extra coal coming in as well. Yeah. But that's next episode's task. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.